Hello YouTube community. Today I'd like to show you how to make fiberglass, and I'm going to go through the materials we need today. All these materials can be bought online. You can go to either eBay or you can go to Amazon, and any of those places would point you to the right direction. Depending on where you live, there are companies all over that provide really good fiberglass materials. Alright, so the first thing we need is the ISO resin. I get the P17, and I'm going to just bring it closer. You can see you also need the gel coat. Alright, you need the clean and glaze Formula 5. Now this is going to help you to clean up your surface before you start using it. And then you need the wax, and that's it right there. You are going to need a set of catalyst, and of course these also come in different sizes. I have two sets of those. This one is also called the MEKP. And then you need pigment, depending on what color you want. You can go with black or white or any other color that you would like. Then over here I have some soap. This is what I'm going to use to wash my hands, because every step requires that you wash your hands. Or if you want to use gloves, but you have to keep disposing them every time. Then you need a brush. Try to go with a good quality, and the same companies that sell fiberglass materials will also sell you good quality brushes, and they're pretty cheap. I got two sets of containers with water. That's to clean up every time I finish one phase of the project. And then finally I have the fiberglass mat. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up my surface, and today I'm using glass. You can use, last time I used like plywood. You can use wood. You just need a place where you can actually do the work on, like a plate. Now the smoother it is, the more smooth your final project is gonna be. So today I'm using glass, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make draw some lines across, unless I want to make a round mat, which I don't want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. I'm just gonna make like about a rectangular size on this glass piece, and that way I can be able to start laying the first layer on it. Okay, so what I have done, I know it's kind of hard to see, but I have used a marker and that ruler over there to make a rectangular piece of space, I guess, to help me do my work. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the clean and glaze on this surface right here. And the reason for that is because that will ensure that the foundation is clean, and I'm not going to have to worry about my product not coming out right. Okay, so this is how you apply the clean and glaze, and you just use your hand to wipe it, clean it up, and then you're going to wipe it up after that. Okay, so my space is cleaned now, and just a word of caution, a lot of people think that you need to skip that phase, but I recommend not skipping it, because it will help you produce better products. And then one more thing is, as you can see, it's kind of hard to see clearly the dimensions I have made on the glass. And the reason is because I can see it, but it's kind of hard to capture that with the camera. If I was making a product for a customer, I would obviously try to make it more distinct, because it has to be exact. But this is just a demo, and therefore, as long as the concept is clear, I think that's all that matters. Okay, the next thing to do is to apply the wax. And this is the container, and that's how it looks like inside. And of course, now here I have applied some of the wax, and I'm going to do like 2 layers, but then after that you have to kind of rub it until it's completely unclear. Until it's invisible. So now my space is ready for the first layer to be put on. And once again, make sure you apply the wax and you bring it to the point where it's almost, you can almost see it there, but it's hard to see it. But most important thing is that I did go through that step. Okay, so now we're going to start applying the layers. to start building up the layers for the fiberglass. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add the gel coat, and what we have to do is we have to mix it up. So we're gonna take a little bit of the gel coat, and of course mine is already white. If I was gonna use other colors, then I would take the gel coat and mix it with another pigment like black or any other color, and then I would stir it up, and then put some catalyst, the MEKP. That helps it to process faster. It also helps it to dry faster. And then after that, I am going to apply it on my already clean and waxed surface. Okay, so now I'm in the stage where I have mixed up the gel coat with some of the catalyst, and of course then you have to stir it up. I'm using this little cup here because I'm making just a small portion. You have to do this 3 times. This is the first step. So what I've done is I have applied one coat of the gel coat mixed up with the catalyst, the MEKP, and that's how it looks like. So we're gonna wait to get this to dry up, and then I'll apply 2 more layers, and then after that I'll come back and I'll tell you the next step. So that's how it looks like after applying the first layer. I'm gonna go ahead and put the second layer now. Okay, so we've come to the final part of the process, and what we're gonna do is gonna add some of this ISO resin on the mat. And I'm gonna go outside. I had to take everything outside because it's a beautiful day in Ohio and I think it would dry faster. But before we go outside, I was gonna show you what we have here. So I put a little bit of the resin in this container here, and then I still have some remainder of the gel coat. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the final layer, and then I'll start laying the mat. So let's go outside and you can see the final product. Alright, so this is the final product. Well, the final process actually, not the product, but the process. As you can see, it's kind of sunny in Ohio today, so I don't know if you can, the reflection wouldn't let you see clearly, but that's where it is. These are 2 layers right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 1 more layer, and then I'm gonna add 1 of these fiber mats on top of this layer. Then I'm gonna add some resin on top of it and add a second piece of the fiber mat, and then put some more resin on top of it. Make sure there are no air bubbles. That's the biggest thing. Air bubbles are the worst when it comes to making fiberglass material. So anyways, after that I'll let it dry, and we should be able to get the final product as soon as it's all dried up. Alright, thank you. Alright, so this is the final product, and I'm trying to get away so you don't see my shade. What I'm gonna have to do is peel it off from the glass, and it's gonna be a completed fiberglass product, but you can already see it even before I peel it off. So that's it. Thanks for watching.